Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, we're fundraisers, we're having fun and raising hell. We're fundraisers, come with us and have some fun. Hey everybody, this is Seth Reefer. This is your first Origin episode of Fundraisers, starring Master of Recreation Activities, myself, Seth Reefer. Feature Anthony Zarino, the trendy asshole. Anthony, what's up?
How's everything going, Seth?
Are you a dude with attitude?
Sometimes attitude, sometimes not. We'll see how it goes.
Can you elaborate?
With the attitude part,
Yeah, what's your attitude?
my attitude, my affect.
Explain the trendy asshole really quick.
Oh, like the trendy asshole is just like a carefree, kind of have a good time, kind of party guy. You know, go in there, not have any worries or anything, and depends on the situation. You know, I deal with a lot of patients, I deal with a lot of people, so, you know,
What do you do for a living, Anthony?
I'm with the respiratory therapy team over at Romsey. And, you know, when you're dealing with a lot of sick people, you know, you got to have a good affect and you got to have a good time with people and joke around, things like that. But then you know what you know.
Are you having fun yet?
Absolutely. I'm having the time of my life.
Vance Nickelback.
Yeah.
All right. Who's to your right, Anthony? Who's this?
This is Mike.
No, it's Tom.
Tom.
This is Mike.
That's the Mike.
This is Tom Centula. I'm the poet and writer from Staten Island, New York. I also have a job where I have to take care of people too. I am a direct support professional at Lifespire here on Willowbrook Road, and every day I always play games with them. I always talk with them, see how they're doing. I help them with their lunch. I take them, if they need to be transported from the bus to the building, I do that. Transport them from the bus to the bathroom to the cafeteria where we have our usual announcements and our activity announcements. Things like that, sometimes I play a little smartboard trivia with them. I'll play some trivia
Is
with
that fun?
It's fun. We do a lot of things. We do 80s music, 70s music. We'll do vehicles, U.S. states, and the like.
What is your state of mind right now?
My state of mind, so to speak, is
New York state of mind?
that and a lot more. I'm just currently on a tour right now around the New York City area. I got 3 gigs coming up. I got one at Northside Coffee with Nancy and Phoebe. That's Strangest Time with
That's
Nancy
a big
and Phoebe.
shout out right
That's
there.
a big shout out
Big
to
shout
them, and
out
they're
right
gonna
there.
find this out like in the last minute, but they're still gonna love it. Like they're gonna love it when they see
Be
it.
there, be square.
And if you're in Manhattan and visiting Staten Island, I'll be at the Parkside Lounge at 317 Houston Street, East Houston.
I love that venue.
That's a great venue. That's been
Yeah.
around since 1908, I believe. So that's 115 years.
Doing
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, it's
What
got
are
the
you gonna be
cool
doing
neon
there?
sign and everything.
It's going to be great weather for
I've
media, spoken word Sunday, and I think either David Lawton or Jerry Johnson will be hosting. I forget the features, but you should go there anyway. It's a 2-drink minimum, and it's free. So go there. And then after that, I got a double header at the Hop Shop, at the Nightcap. There's a Nightcap at the Hop Shop. It's going to be at 372 Van Duzer
I'll
Street.
be at the Hop Shop.
So that's going to be our gig as well. Open mic at get a seat at the table. Get a seat at the table. It's with Donnie Teachout, who's hosting, who I went to high school with here at Staten Island. And
Oh, he's
Omar-
wonderful.
Sit right in the
Excellent.
front. Get the seats right in the front.
Please, front row seats.
Front row
Make
seats.
make reservations while they last. And then you got Omar Illusion, an excellent DJ. He's been doing DJs. He's been doing bar mitzvahs, birthday
he?
parties, graduation parties, especially around this time of the year since it's summer.
Is he a bizarro DJ? Like Vance Nickelback?
He's the best I've ever seen so far. And he just
Does he do this?
oh.
Does he have a radio? A stereo?
It's better than that, but that could be useful too. If you have an imagination and you're listening to this thing and you're saying, I'm gonna listen to Silverstein, or I'm gonna listen to Green Day.
Green Day.
Yeah, let's listen to Green Day.
I think that calls for a sing-along.
I'm gonna press
Yeah.
this button
Let
right
me-
here. This
let
red
me-
button. I'm gonna put it on right now,
Yeah.
and we're gonna play a song.
Put it on
Press-
record.
Well, let me introduce our final guest.
Okay.
Our first guest last. Pauline. Tell us about yourself, Pauline Murphy.
Hi, it's nice to be here. It's actually it's nostalgic for me to be in this studio because I took a course in this studio when it was Staten Island Cable back at St. John's in like 2008 or something. I don't even know, but I am fond of the studio. So shout out to Kenny who's in the tech room right now. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm
Can I just say
Kinda.
shout out really quick?
yeah.
Shout out!
Oh, you mean literally the word? Okay.
Yeah.
I do comedy. I do event planning myself, and I also, right now, work at the Barbie tourist attraction in the city. If you guys know, there's the Barbie movie coming out this summer, so everyone's just embracing their inner bimbo,
I'm
and we're
excited,
doing it.
yeah.
Yeah, oh, I love it.
An
Everything
artist
is
Bimbo.
Mimbos.
everything is so pink.
Yeah.
It's just, huh?
In our case, Mimbos.
Bimbo. Yeah, listen, bimbos have no
Yeah.
gender.
Yeah. Gigolos.
Anybody? We have himbos. Well, actually, yeah, we have
himbos,
himbos.
gigolos.
We
Well,
have-
gigolos, we're not providing those services on
what if-
campus,
what
but
if you don't know what you are?
then then you're just a dumbass. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you could be middle
but,
management's boy toy.
but I do love it. It's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of like taking pictures. It's all little girls coming in like the little Barbie outfits. But my favorite has actually been like the older women that are coming in. Like there's been women coming in for their 70-something birthday party, and they're doing it up. They got the wigs, they got the makeup on, pink, everything, and I'm like, this is what it's all about. Just
They're really brown
Look.
with the fake tans.
do the Malibu tan. Yeah, they got the little.
Is pink your favorite color?
No, my favorite color is orange, if that means anything. But no, what pink is, it is just wonderful just seeing this little just comeback of silliness and literally fundraising type activity working with the Barbie stuff. So
It's all
Enjoy
synergy,
it.
baby. It's all
Yeah,
synergy.
yeah.
I enjoy it.
And now I'm going to tell you a little bit about Seth Reefer. Okay, this is a long story short because I'm not a midget, and I'm going to keep it short though. And what is a car covered with chocolate syrup?
What is a card?
Pretty sweet.
Covered. Oh.
Pretty sweet.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I messed that one up. All right, I messed a lot of things up, like my life. That's why I'm doing public access television.
It sounds like you're doing some
Yeah.
dark poetry. I
Yeah,
thought that was
exactly.
Tom's job.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm not very accessible though. No, you could catch up with me if you want. I'm not that quick like the Flash though. Anyway,
You know,
I am a longshoreman, and I work in Port Newark, New Jersey, and I drive cars, and I look forward to driving.
Do you look
backwards.
forward to driving us
reverse.
around?
I do. I love driving my friends around, but as far as new cars at work, it's kind of boring. And I get these ideas stuck in my head, and they're called Sethisms. I have this need to just walk up to people and tell them because I'm starving for attention. Like Alf starves for cats. And if Alf was here, he would say, I'm Gordon Shumway, and I starve for cats too. And Alf is here, but we're not going to bring him out today.
just want to let it be known I am too young for the Alf reference.
And keep half away from my cats.
You know what, Seth? Here's the thing. Since you mentioned the Flash, I remember playing the Flash in a fan film. I forgot to tell you this. I don't think I told you this.
No, you never told me this story, Tom.
Yeah, I played the Flash. Like it was a fan film. It was directed by Chris Nudarilli. Chris R. Nudarilli. He lived in the Journal Square section of New Jersey, in Newark, and I played the Flash. He had me not audition, but I was acting around 2003 to 2009, and in between, I met up with him, and he said, "You'd be a dead ringer for the Flash. You got the all-American look," but of course, I wore the suit and costume, and like I remember going home from work at Pathmark. I used to work on Forest Avenue at Pathmark, and I zipped all the way to the city, then got the PATH train to Journal Square, and I shaved real quick, just like I did before I came here, thanks to you. And then I had to put on the suit. I put it on wrong 5 times. I was like, how do you put this stupid thing on?
Is there any?
Latex?
It was
How do you don't breathe in latex?
Were
it's
you
like
ever a Power Ranger in the Pergamon Shopping Center in Staten Island?
no.
More importantly, is there footage of you as the Flash still available somewhere?
YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube?
Go
Okay.
on YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta
The
go check
Flash
that
speeding
out.
ticket.
Yeah, I'm
The
gonna
f-
check that out.
It's like a little 3-minute thing where the Flash is running real fast and he gets stopped by a traffic cop because you're going too fast.
Like my brain is going really fast right now because I can't keep up with any of this conversation.
There's a Sethism somewhere in there.
There
Yeah.
is, but I'm suffering from brain stew right now because I have Green Day on my mind for some reason.
They're a
Ready?
good
A
band.
1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Do
You have the
time
time to listen to me whine about nothing
and
as everything
at
at once.
We are one
One
of
of
those
those
yada, yada, yada,
melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it.
Sometimes
Is that
Tom
right?
gives me the creeps when he writes his poetry, and I make songs up as I go. Oh, what a day is what Tom would say. Oh, what a night. After we get done with open
Late
mic.
December back in
Yes.
'63.
Or the summer of '69. Speaking of '69,
69.
69,
It's probably
the
the-
Mets won the World Series.
Oh!
Woo! Pete Alonso. Okay. Anyway, moving on. That's how a cow changes the subject. I just got hair.
We're getting serious now.
Now we're gonna get real serious.
Whoever invented this hat, screw you.
I'm getting some serious Scotty Too Hottie vibes going on over here.
Who's Scotty Too Hottie,
Scotty
Anthony?
Too Hottie. One of those, the old school wrestlers. Isn't he related to Jerry Lawler, or he teamed up with someone that was related
That
to
was
Jerry Lawler?
Grandmaster Sexy.
Yes,
Grandmaster
yes.
Sexy. They were too hot. It was too hot and too sexy, and then they were too much, and then they became too cool.
Yes.
That's when they became the rappers. And then Rikishi came in, and that's when they had the little stable, and they would dance in the middle of the ring. Especially during the Royal Rumble. They eliminated everybody, and everyone thought they were going to beat each other up, and then they just started dancing to wait for the
Yeah,
next
that was
contestant.
crazy.
That was at the Garden.
And he's related to
Is that
Jerry
where?
Lawler.
Is that where a cop plants evidence in the garden?
I think so.
Maybe in that garden.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff. There's probably a lot of stuff that goes on around there.
I just hate this hat because it just reminds me of like sweaty dudes in 2003, like with the with the
Absolutely.
frosted tips.
Yeah.
Like it was just it was a
And the
it was a
gel
bad
dripping down
time.
Their foreheads.
yeah. It just
Yeah.
it just makes the smell of axe
Grease. That grease.
axe come back to your mind, and it's just
Oh my God! Where's my actual
Yeah.
spray? I'm so unprepared right
a
now.
lot of sun in, a lot of that stuff where the yeah. Mm-mm.
All right, it's phone call time, guys. We're gonna play a practical joke on someone.
Oh no.
Let's
But now
see.
with cell phones, like people don't pick up like that anymore. So
You never know.
I don't
It's called
know.
the Jerky Boys.
Pranking is not what it used to be.
Yeah. I know Patrick Bateman was into Axe body spray for a long time, since the 80s.
Is that really a thing that his character uses?
I'm sure.
Okay, I was just for some reason I think
I
he'd
don't
be
know how you
above
know
that.
that.
He would call it gaudy. I think he would. He's
Oh,
probably
yeah,
using
yeah.
Jean Paul Gaultier
Oh,
or
you're
something like
right.
Oh,
that.
yeah, no, but the Axe body spray seems to work pretty good when he's, doing in Paul Allen.
Oh well, that's different. Yeah, if it's
Who
just
could tell me how to make a phone call from my new phone? Seriously.
that's the phone call app, and then you just pick the number.
Yeah, I'm pressing Lamar. Shout out to
We turned
Lamar,
the show into
who's
a
not
tutorial.
even working today. I know that because I texted with him earlier. It's not working. It's not working. There it is.
Let's fix the blue blazer. He was on his back, which is how they found him.
Oh no!
I know.
See,
So sad. Ooh.
Come on, Lamar, pick up.
Speaking about American Psycho, I had Jerry Lawler do an American Psycho sketch for me. He called me the day that Lonnie Poffo died.
Lenny
I get a
Poffo.
call, and it's Memphis, and I'm like, oh my God, do I want to answer this call? And it was Jerry Lawler.
And you
saying
had to
how
answer
He
the
had
call.
my sketches.
Just
Well, I
like
had to
Lamar
answer the
has to
call.
answer the call.
I had to answer the call.
Hey Lamar, guess what? You would have won a car if you would have just picked up the phone.
I wonder if that audio went through okay. Also,
Yeah.
it's early on a Saturday morning. That your friend might be asleep.
No, I
Way
texted
too-
with
way
him.
too early.
It's like
I texted
10:55.
him.
Wait till like
It was
3
a bad
o'clock in the
joke.
afternoon.
It
Wait
was
till 3
like
p.m.
most of my Sethisms, they're a bad joke. Now,
Ta- but it had some taste. It wasn't tasteless.
if I had pull out if I had any hair to pull out, I would. Okay. Moving on. How does an owl change the subject? Any hoots?
Oh, an
Here you
owl.
go.
Would Tom like to read some poems?
Oh my God. Here we are. All right. Okay, let's read some
Little
poems.
preview for when you go to the hop shop.
That's right. A preview for Northside Coffee as well. So Nancy and Phoebe, here's what's coming your way. Scowl for a mask. A scowl is nothing more than a mask covering my fear from this haunted universe. I don't want anyone to know how afraid I am, so I fight instead of flight, sometimes without even fighting. It doesn't mean that I'm angry, but it's a shield to keep the vultures at bay so I can keep the peace in my heart. Only should I try to spread it will make me even easier prey. Sometimes, though, I act as if I'm angry, even if I'm not, and I even yell to ensure that it's just an act. But is it? As for the scowl, it's my shield, while the words I howl are my swords, knives, and daggers. As I wrinkle my forehead, showing off my piercing stare, my heart is beating faster than I can get out of dodge from those very vultures. That's me, putting up my shield with my sword cocked behind me, ready to strike. Bottom line is to get out before I have to run while going through bodies chasing me into the night and escape what death has in store for me with little time I have until I die in vain, which is even a minor jab at my dignity, all because I have to pass by the hallway just to get to class or make it through the day without anyone saying anything to me, good or bad. Even a death stare can't make the Reaper run away from trying to kill me, and even if I fight back, it's time to start digging for a place to sleep. All these pairs of eyes, regardless of how many people are watching me, whispering a giggle or even whispering a profanity. Meanwhile, my face is mad, but my insides are ridden with fear and doom, even when I look like death itself walking down the hallway of dark jocularity.
Wow. I like that.
As they
A
say,
lot of superhero.
Yeah, I
this
think-
is what they
I
do
think-
in the coffee houses now.
Yeah.
They do the
this,
snaps.
Yeah.
Like they don't give, and I'm giving you all the clap. I'm giving you the clap.
Just one more.
Using both hands, I'm ambidextrous.
And now it's pole time, man. I'm not talking about pole dancing, although we can do that next time, right, Pauline?
Sweetness.
If
I'm
there's
not
a next
coordinated.
time. Okay. Now, quick question. Here's the poll. Anthony, you got to go first. Are you a know-it-all or a know-nothing?
I'm definitely a know-it-all. You know, even if I don't know it all, I'm just gonna play it off like I do know.
Okay, very.
Yeah.
You're proud of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm proud of that fact.
Tom, know-it-all or know-nothing?
I think that sort of varies. Sometimes there are days where I have these crazy facts, these did you knows that I know out of nowhere, and sometimes I just have these sort of things I learned through a thumb through my life experiences, and then when there's something I'm doing for the first time, or if it's something easy like trying to clean something and I use the wrong materials, it's like, why didn't I use Ajax? Well, instead of just, why can't I just use Ajax instead of just soap and water? Maybe that'll help. Or maybe I should use a little bit of all three. There's still stains on this cupboard.
Stains, like how Aaron
On
Wood
this
got
cupboard.
Yeah.
his name. He spilled coffee on himself. We're gonna go I almost said cock. We're gonna go clockwise, and I'm gonna answer the question next. I am definitely a know-nothing, and it's gonna sound insane because that's what I am, but I'm proud of it. Like, I want to ask questions. I want to, even if I do know the answer, I'm not sure, it's always good to ask a question. And that's why I'm doing this poll, to learn about people, because I'm a people person. And when you do recreation therapy, like I want to do, instead of being a longshoreman the rest of my life, I want to combine entertainment and recreation activities and actually have people do something that's fun while they're being entertained, not just sitting in an audience, not just there to get drunk and high and, You know, even though my last name really is Reefer, I don't smoke it anymore. I'm just giving you my random thoughts right now.
I think that's
Admirable?
something that we all have in common, that we all want to entertain. We all, like, as a respiratory therapist, I go into someone's room. I don't even know them. I'm going in there. I'm going to entertain them. I'm going to treat them, entertain them, have a good time, and they hope that I come back. And in the hospital, you have to come back. In the nursing home, you don't have to come back.
I know. We're going to go answer the first question, Pauline, and then I'm going to ask you the second question.
Okay. So no, what you're saying, know it all versus know nothing. Well, I guess I found that as I get older, it almost doesn't matter which one of those you are, because like life will humble you regardless, and the older you get, you find out the less you know. So as long as I've moved through life with kind of a willingness to learn and a willingness to have to change old thought patterns that I had, that seems to be working out okay for me. So
Now, I think the more you know is half the. Now you know, and that's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
oh man, see
Real
I set you up. Set you all up for that one.
You did. That was a good
all these
setup.
80s references.
What decade were you born in?
No.
90s.
90. I'm right on the cusp. I just missed it, so that's fine.
Okay. Now, here's a good one. Are you light and sweet or splendid?
Oh, let's go with Splendid.
Okay, awesome.
So
Is
Gal
that what
Gadot.
you put in your coffee?
No, actually, I don't. I don't know. I'm not tied to any sweetener. Depends if it's a day that I feel like having a toothache or not.
Well, you're giving me a toothache.
Sorry.
Okay. Do you have anything on your plate? Oh, wait a minute. Now, here's the joke. Here's the pickup line.
Is that the guy that wants his
Oh,
car?
my God.
I was just saying, you're getting a phone call.
I'm getting a phone call.
He's watching this right now and he wants his car.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
This
boy.
is really embarrassing.
Yeah,
Because I just got the phone. I don't know how to. Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's all right. The guy, I'm not going to say their name out loud, but they had the name, it sounded like an archangel. So it sounded very biblical.
Yeah, no.
Since you drive cars,
Thanks, Abel.
you can easily get one. Since you drive cars as a longshoreman.
I can't believe that just happened. Anyway, that's awesome that just happened, though.
That was your first call into your show.
Yeah,
Yes, I
that
should have answered.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. But he doesn't speak very good English sometimes, but he does understand sarcasm. He does get it. Okay.
So he speaks your language at least. That's
Yes.
good.
You have
We
an
are on the same.
acerbic attitude. That
We
kind
go
of,
surfing together. We're on the same wavelength.
There you go.
Okay. Anyways,
But who surfs in New York though?
at the Rockaway Beach.
Okay, Rockaway.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Like the
before
Ramones. Rock, away, beach.
rock. Okay.
Or Pet Cemetery.
I don't know about that one.
That's up in New
Yeah,
England.
I
Maine.
usually ask my patients, I'm like, where do you want to, like, how do you want to come back? Do you want to be buried in the pet cemetery? Or, what's your advance directive? What's going on after? Do you want to be a
Did you say?
poltergeist?
Did you say Vance Directive?
Advance directive.
Because that's my alias, Vance Directive. Vance Nickelback.
Yeah, that's a Vance directive.
I have this concept. It's called the Bizarro DJ, where people actually request me to play songs that they like, so that I've never heard of. Like, I don't listen to Drake, and a coworker of mine told me to listen to Drake. I said, okay, and you know what I found out? I like Drake.
Okay. So
I
you're
like-
trying to are you trying to get like trying to expand your own musical taste by having
Yeah.
other people tell you what they want to hear, and
And
then
my
now
dessert taste too, because I like Drake's coffee cakes.
Hey, I like the animal itself.
What animal?
A drake, isn't that like a male duck?
I had no idea. I'm
Well,
like
Drake's
I'm pretty
case.
sure.
I'm like a
Drake's
deer with no
case
eyes.
right now.
I want
I
a
have no
devil dog
idea.
right
yeah,
now.
like a devil dog or a Drake's case.
ho ho.
something. Yeah.
Like think of the drakes, the
YOLO.
logo for the drakes thing. It's a duck with a
It's a
chef
duck.
hat.
Oh, wait, this hostess is the hostess
right.
is the ho
It's
ho.
iconic. See, you do know something about the 80s. You just...
Do you know about
know
80s
what this-
wrestling?
Very limited information. Like I'll recognize names that you throw out there, but I'm not gonna know like who beat who, what.
The three of us have something in common.
What's that?
We all have knowledge of old school wrestling.
Okay.
Anthony knows, guys who do comic books. Because
Yeah.
Anthony,
Yeah.
tell him why you bring up comic books. You didn't really mention that yet, did you?
Like clean and restore them?
Do you
It's
do?
just like a little bit of hobby. I'm in it gets me into the industry, and there's a show today. My buddies are going. Shout outs to Kenny the Con Man and
Shout out.
shout out Kenny the Con Man and Mark and Twopsy. They're all comic book guys. And
Twopsy, that's a name?
Twopsy, yeah, that's my cousin's company's name.
Okay.
Twopsy. So
I don't know what to make of that.
yeah. So like I'm in the industry. And,
Danny Dizzle's company?
all about Danny Dizzle, the
Danny.
chef Dizzle. So yeah, I'm in the industry and I follow comics. I big into your poetry and the message there and everything. I'm getting a lot of good Batman vibes from everything. So
Oh.
like that whole loner desolate.
Oh, we have to get this question in.
Yeah.
We have to get this question in. If
Yes,
you were
yes.
if you were a superhero, what would your power be?
Yes.
Oh, go to them first because I know he's had
I
experience with this.
I had a little time to think about it over breakfast.
Very
and,
briefly, like how I would
I
describe
would-
my underwear.
Yeah, like me, I would think I would like to have like some kind of like elemental power or something like over the rain and the wind. Like you think you're going on a date.
Like
with a girl.
Storm from that.
Yeah, I don't. I didn't want it to have like a chick power and stuff, but I kind of figured like
Controlling weather's a chick
you
power.
Yeah, like controlling like psionic powers and reading people's mind is like a chick power, because like I don't care what you think. Like girls want to think like, oh, what does she think of me and what does he think of me? But like me, I don't give a shit.
I think your power should be dominating the
like,
conversation.
Well, I can't dominate. The
Okay,
conversation,
moving on.
but-
Tom, really quick.
Okay.
So what was the power you wanted?
So the power I wanted was like over like the elements, like say, okay, you're on like a first date and you just blow
Gotcha,
the wind
go.
away from some garbage.
Okay,
and impress someone.
adamantium skeleton.
Okay,
Adamantium.
I would say really
Wow,
quick.
Very
it's like, I
simple.
want to be indestructible.
Yeah.
I would say really quick.
Okay,
I say a word and then the person
yeah.
turns into it. Jello.
You got that adamantium. It's like kind of like I don't want anybody near me. I don't want to have people get close to me. Kind of vibes.
Social distancing.
So yeah, like stay away from me.
6
I don't want to
feet.
not be touched.
6 feet or
6 degrees of
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon. Or 80s reference.
I just figure I could have fun with my power. Like I can make it rain and it could be a wet T-shirt.
Cons.
Or blow some girls' clothes off.
Oh, like Jim Carrey did in Bruce Almighty.
Yes.
Quick question.
Because if you were like invisible, then you creep on people and stuff. And everything,
question for
but
the group.
That's also a chick.
Did everybody raise some hell today? Because we haven't talked about raising hell yet.
I don't know. I mean, the only hell I raised was probably in my toilet.
Because you remember the theme
It's
song,
still
right?
early yet.
Can we do the closing? Can we do the closing?
It's very early in the day.
It's very early in the day, so it's hard to like raise hell.
Because I remember everything. Like I remember what I had for breakfast on November 26, 1978. You know what it was?
A Drake's cake?
No, it's formal because that was the day I was born.
No.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Since talking about the day you were born, and
You weren't alive
I spent
yet. I'm the oldest one here.
Yes. But I was gonna say, I spent a lot of time in the NICU, and I actually came out with a character that, and his name's Meconium Kid. An evil doctor was experimenting on the mom while the kid was in there. So meconium is just like a way of like a kid crapping in the mom. So
Is that like a science word? That word exists, right?
Meconium is it's an actual word. It's a medical term, and this kid, since the mom was experimenting on, has this hard skin that's bonded onto him.
Thank
Oh,
you,
no.
Anthony.
And,
Everybody, this has been Fundraisers.
Uh-oh.
Seth Reefer, for Paulie Murphy, Anthony Zarino, and Tom Satula. Thank you very much for joining us.
Okay.
Bye. It's gonna go off. I don't know. No, because I've heard horror
Was anyone
stories about the
looking at
baby
looking
pooping
at
in the room.
the time, like the half hour that we have.
Oh.